smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at their 48-yard line.
A good passing down here, and they send three receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Second down and inches. He's going to look deep down the field into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Christ on travel. Under crush. Under crush. Under go.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 4. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the cause...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Check 31, check 31.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Marcus Davenport, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. 61, matchbox, left-handed.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
70.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Big stop, D.
Shoot.
Throwing again. Hoffman. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hoffman. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And now look at him go. Touchdown. Yard punt return score. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Let's call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go about the 8, and he's right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Protein spill. Deuce. Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Hoffman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check 50, check 50. X3, 218, chopper. Big grip.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hoffman. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Owens. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready, ready.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Kill.
General West. Go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check it.
You draw focus. 5.
Off the play fake. Kaufman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
47's the mic.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, Echo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Hoffman, he's going to float this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, Hoffman firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check your hot read. Kill.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Check. Fresno. Hey,
Shoot!
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give to Kamara running right. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's 3rd and 10.
Smooth. Mike, check, 59. Come on. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
41-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll go again with Bell. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First down, Panthers.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Showing it. Mike 5'9". Hey, Zoo. Push him back.
Looking to throw. Hoffman. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman. He's going to float this one deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Second and 1. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
15-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go! 30 base.
Throwing on 1st down. Hoffman. Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Charlie.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 99. Check 99.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Hoffman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
50, plant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox, right now.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Ready? 18, Gator. Hey, Alpha.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Any weapon?
No.
On fourth down, Hoffman forced out to his left. Open man is Michael Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, Shaq. Shaq is the mic. Exit. Sit down.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Check, 47. Check. Safe. Switch.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
I got you, boy.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Baby.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 15. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
51.
From the gun, Hoffman. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Get it.
To throw again. Hoffman nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Mike 57. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 57.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Carolina, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.